we are going to start CSS. Long form of CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. The CSS is used along with HTML document. In HTML, whatever we have seen, which is just to create a web page and how different informations are displayed on the web page, like paragraph, image, and some of the controls like button. And you can also provide some kind of layout using HTML with the help of tables. So this is just basic kind of web page. With HTML, you are creating web page, but there are lot of limitations. Some kind of formatting or some kind of style if you want to give. So there is some limitation. Without HTML, you cannot add the information on the web page, but the information if you want to add along with some style, for that purpose CSS is used. So CSS is used along with HTML so that you can add some styling with HTML or with your web page. For example, suppose you want to create more color. Okay, we have seen in HTML we have some limited colors, but if you want to use more color, or suppose if you want to create a border in some paragraph or in some image or whatever kind of component like form. So if you want to create a border, or suppose if you want to create image as a border, if you want to make image as a border, or suppose if you want to create a border along with the rounded corner, or for example suppose you want to create multiple backgrounds or some kind of shadow effect. So this kind of styling is not possible in HTML, but in CSS you can have. So for that purpose CSS is used. So CSS is nothing but writing a code. So if you want to write a CSS, you have to write code so that the styling can be given. To write the CSS, there are some rules and regulations, or you can say syntax to write the CSS. So in CSS, whenever you want to give some style, for that purpose, the CSS have some of the properties which is predefined properties and their values, and that properties can be used along with the HTML so that that property or that features can be applied to HTML. So this is just introduction of CSS and the importance of CSS. If suppose you are not using CSS, so your web page will be very blank, plain web page. Okay, there is no any kind of style. For example, if you are moving the mouse pointer and something is happening, okay, or some text background colors are changing, or some link colors are changing, or some image size are increasing. So these kind of properties if you want to give, so your web page will look very interactive. Okay, so uh, using CSS, these kind of features can be applied. So this is the importance of CSS. Nowadays, almost all the websites use CSS. So without CSS, the website will look very much basic. Okay, so let us start with CSS. If you want to create a CSS, so that CSS can be created in two ways. First one, the CSS can be written inside the web page, inside the your document, HTML document. Okay, this is the one of the methods. And CSS can also be written outside the HTML document. Outside the HTML document means you have to create separate file. So that file extension must be .css. So now we will have two files. One is .html file and another is .css file. So here in our previous folder, the previous file which we have used is uianimation.html. So with this same folder here, you can also create .css file. So HTML is separately written and CSS is separately written. Both written separately, and in some of the method you can link that CSS file with the HTML file, with the HTML document. So both the document can be interlinked with each other. So for that there is some method. So that method also we are going to discuss. So these are the approach. So whenever you want to write a CSS, a separate file. That separate file is nothing but text file. You can say text file. So there is no any special kind of file. Just create a text file, simple text file, and write CSS. Now, what is the definition of CSS? CSS is used to define styles and layouts of web pages written in HTML. CSS is used to give the style and layout. The two purposes you can say. One is give the style to the web page, and number two, set the layout of the web page. Now, you will see some advantages of CSS. Why CSS is required? So there are a lot of advantages. For example, suppose you are designing a website, and in the website there are so many web pages. For example, suppose in your website there are 20 web pages you have created. Means what? You have created 20 .html file. Each HTML file represents single web page. So 20 .html files you have created, and all these HTML files are connected with each other with the help of some link. Now you want to give style. For example, suppose in all the web pages there are some paragraphs. For example, you want to give a blue background in all the web pages. So what should be done for that? What we will do to give the background color to all the 20 web pages? So one of the method which we have seen is using BG color. In all body tag, in all 20 files, you have to give BG color equal to blue, BG color equal to blue, BG color equal to blue. So this job is very cumbersome. So the solution, the shortcut method is using CSS. What you can do? You can create a separate CSS file with .css extension, and this single file. The CSS is only one file, and this CSS file is connected with each HTML document. The single CSS file is interlinked with the 20.html file. This is possible. Within a single line of code, you can link. And inside CSS, you can give the style like background color is blue. And that will be reflected in all the web pages. So this is the benefit of CSS. Now you decided to change the background color from blue to pink. From blue to pink, you want to change the background color. Now what you will do? Just you will open CSS. In place of blue, you will just write pink. That's all. So automatically, all the web pages, all the .html pages, background color will be pink. So this job is very easy, very simple. But suppose if you are not using CSS, what you have to do? In each and every HTML, wherever blue is written, you have to change to pink. Okay. So this job is very difficult. This job is not very much easy. So this is the advantages of CSS. So what you are doing whatever style you want to write, like background color. I have given one of the example. But suppose you can also set margin. So the margin information you can give inside CSS. Margin set करना है, padding set करना है, background colors, text color or font size, gap between two lines, font name, font age you can change. So this kind of information can be written inside a single CSS. So what is the benefit of CSS? Benefit is separate style information. Okay, CSS separates style information. Therefore, maintenance of web document is easy. This separation allows you to apply the same style to multiple web pages. CSS also allows you to apply a style multiple times in a single web page. So once you have written a style in a single web page, that style can be applied multiple times. Okay, so this is also possible. So no need to write same code again and again. Hence, reduce complexity and redundancy. Redundancy means repetition of code. Repetition is reduced, or complexity is also reduced, because you are maintaining, you are writing the style in a single page, single document. Now let us see some इसका syntax देखते हैं. Black color. Now here you can apply number of properties. So this is the way you write CSS in with HTML. So now this code where to write, कहाँ पे ये लिखना है ये मैं बाद में बताऊंगा, बट इतना आपको अब इसमें से आपको याद क्या क्या रखना है. नंबर वन, दिस प्रॉपर्टी, नेम ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी, ये आपको याद रखना है बिकॉज द प्रॉपर्टी नेम आर प्री-डिफाइंड. Similarly, if you are writing any property name, so after colon you have to write their value also. For example, suppose I want to set a background color. मुझे background color set करना है. So the property name for background color is dash color. Which background color you want? Suppose you want blue. Blue background color you want to set. Just put semicolon. Okay. So this is the background dash color. This is the name of property. First property you have to write. This is the property लिखना हम लिख सकते हैं. Followed by name of, after name of property, then colon followed by value of the property. So these things are predefined. ये जो मैंने लिखा background dash color ये पहले से ही बना हुआ है. आप इसमें स्पेलिंग चेंज नहीं कर सकते, डैश भी नहीं हटा सकते, कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And one more important thing, in CSS whatever code you write which is case sensitive. Which one is case sensitive? Property name. Property name is case sensitive. Similarly, this value is also case sensitive. तो ये जो भी हम CSS लिखेंगे वो आपको स्मॉल में ही लिखना है. अगर आप उसको कैपिटल लिखेंगे तो that will not work. HTML में चलेगा लेकिन CSS में नहीं चलेगा. And here the example I have written inside star slash and inside slash star and star slash. इसके बीच में लिखा है. क्यों लिखा है मैंने इसके बीच में? Because this is called as comment. So in CSS, how to write comment in CSS? With slash star and star slash. ये आपको तीन चीज ध्यान में रखना. CSS जब भी लिखेंगे तीन चीज ध्यान में रखना है. नंबर वन, ये सिंटैक्स ध्यान में रखना है. नंबर टू, नेम ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज. नंबर टू इज केस सेंसिटिव, वो सब केस सेंसिटिव है. नंबर थ्री, कमेंट. ये तीन चीज अगर आपको याद है तो आपका CSS प्रॉपर है, आपके CSS में एरर आने के चांस कम है. ओके, सो दिस इज द रिगार्डिंग सिंटैक्स. So in this unit, whatever we want to see, that is name of property, value of property. वो property का नाम ही हम पढ़ने वाले पूरे unit. So that means this unit is not very much difficult. अगर आपको पूरी property के नाम पता है तो आप कोई भी CSS बहुत आसानी से लिख सकते हैं. That's all for today's lecture, in which we have discussed regarding introduction of CSS and syntax of CSS. In next lecture we will discuss regarding the example. कुछ प्रोग्राम हम बनाएंगे CSS में.